who played many a sterling game for the club before his big money move in those days, £1 million, to Arsenal, with Clive Allen coming to Palace in exchange. On to the defenders now, and I have Eric Young, also known as the Ninja Warrior, a towering, no-holds-barred defender, iconic with the wearing of that famous headband. Then we have Jim Cannon, signed as an apprentice by manager Bert Head, and going on to make, I believe, the current record number of appearances for Palace, 663. He became a fine captain and today is a great ambassador for the club. Then I have John McCormick, perhaps a surprise selection to many, but again another no-nonsense defender with the "you don't get past me, mate" ethos. Again, he was one of Bert Head's Scottish bargain buy signings. On now to a bit of flair in the midfield, and I have Attilio Lombardo, a short but sweet stay with the club, an Italian international and former Juventus player, bringing a touch of class into the midfield or on the wing. He was indeed the original bald eagle. Then there was Jeff Thomas, a class midfielder recognised by England's Graham Taylor, perhaps equally as infamous for that attempted chip in one of his England performances, but he became a fantastic ambassador for the club, raising millions for leukemia research, a condition which he was sadly diagnosed with shortly following his retirement. Up front I have Dave Swindlehurst, perhaps a surprising pick as well, but he was the player that I used to emulate in the kickabouts with my mates over the Croydon Wreck. Then we have Ian Wright. Well, what can we say about Ian that Ian himself hasn't already said? I was, however, extremely disappointed when he went on to go to Arsenal, but realistically, Palace couldn't hold him back. He went on to score 117 goals for the club in a prolific partnership with Mark Bright, who surprisingly only scored 4 goals less than Wrighty. Then I have Don Rogers, an exciting and skillful winger, hindered in those days by the potato fields called pitches that he had to play on, scoring very many memorable goals, including the big matches goal of the season ahead of the legendary Stan Bowles, and one worth a watch on YouTube in our 5-0 win over Manchester United. Now the 2 subs and the unlucky players not to make the final selection go to Andy Johnson and Wilfried Zaha. And that, my friends, is my Palace Inquisition. I look forward to returning to Selhurst Park and many more happy times, and hopefully we might begin to fill that trophy cupboard in our new stadium. Good night.